Actually, that gives us a final score of, we were good on time, right? Good on time? We'll come back to the score. Next up to the stage, can we please put our hands together for senior as well, Nachaly Torres. There she is. Let's give her a warm round of applause.
Sorry for my big Lenovo. I didn't mean to bring it. This one's called You Know My Name, Not My Story. Let me tell you about a time when the world was my oyster. The money, the fame, the looks, the name. It almost felt as I floated on a crowd of raised hands. There was never a need to put any effort on climbing those 4 cases of stairs, as there were already dozens of pity boys patiently waiting on their knees, waiting for me to pierce my shiny shoes on their backs. I was offered gold by the dozens, diamonds, shiny bright items, and a backwood full of cannabis extract, just how I liked. Everyone questioned my so-called great life. Girls would grin with their envious smiles, and I could tell by their body language that somewhere in them there was an urge to know how in the world was I living that life, or so it seemed. You see, I believe to never misinterpret anyone by their looks. Anyone can smile and wave. Life is all about smiling through the struggles, you know? You know my name, not my story. You see, behind all this glamour, shiny diamonds, and green dollar signs, I was encountering many tribulations a person would never imagine me to go through. Having to cry so silently with no one to provoke to. Picture yourself dreaming on the warmth of your sheets on a cold winter night, to waking up to a loud scream of your mother's voice, repeatedly calling out your name for help. Phone buzzing comprehensively, 23 missed calls from your little sister right next to your door. Questions marks floated on my head like a halo. There your conscience goes alarming your body from your deep sleep, intently opening your eyes even before your body realizing that you're awakening. Your brain controlling your every move and every step like a zombie, quickly dragging you to your living room. At this point, as your eyes try to focus like a Kodak, you come to notice a gun pointed to your mother's head. Suddenly, your palms begin to sweat. Your heart starts racing like a hare after a high-speed chase. Finally, your body rushes out of your sleep mode and immediately begins to aware what's going on. Your body reacting quicker than expected, and bam, your hands grab the first thing that's seen. Imagine this. Envision yourself packing that one small Forever 21 bag, stuffing it with your life and death, hopping like a frog on a hunt for your next meal, being welcomed to 5 different houses every other week. And as you walk in, there's sympathy and sadness in the air, like if you were just adopted from Mali. You know my name and not my story. Just picture, and really, really picture, being a month or 2 without a mobile device of any type, because being thrown out at 15, I guess, was not enough. And the only time of reassurance and satisfaction you get was knowing that what the world was up to when you came close to some Wi-Fi. But even then, data was never enough, because as you scrolled down through the joy of every teenage life, yours sucked. Because you knew that somewhere out there, someone was living the life you lived. And as a matter of fact, gazing back, it wasn't any relief at all. How do you think it feels to see your family on a dining table on Thanksgiving Day? And a quote, "So thankful for my family," like if your presence wasn't even missed, not one bit. And the best part is arriving to school because you felt as if education was the only hope and rather choice much you had to survive. And as droll as it seemed, most of your day consisted of being lectured and questioned towards your absence and silence, being told 20 times a day how you're never going to make it to graduation. Acting as they thought my absence was intentional, ignorant, and childish for not taking my education seriously. Just imagine being pulled away, almost 4 instances of this happening within the 8 hours of you being in school. Teachers waiting for me at the door, preaching with their hot breath, throwing their words so confidently like if they birthed me. But should I blame them? All they knew was what they saw. My shiny shoes, no shame nor flaw. They would have never guessed that behind my generous smile, this was really behind it all. Let me leave you with this. To those who judged me, to those who professed I was a broke, disadvantaged, poverty-stricken, obsessed to finding love and comfort, hypocrite, cheating my way through life, or so they call finessing. To those who read the title and not the book, I've been and I've done. Having a smile doesn't always mean all games and fun. And I'm aware I have still yet to come, but I'm glad to say now that my life has just begun. And I learned through him, you put him first and then others. And I'm also stunned to say that I can get out of my covers. Expose me, go ahead. I have been liberated. You only know my name and not my story.